Welcome, Mr. Gutierrez. My name is Sata Maria Tulsi. My fields are human rights, safety and security, international relations and education. I have been asked by 10,635 Israeli and Palestinian daughters, mothers and grandmothers to speak in their name to Benjamin Netanyahu and Mahmoud Abbas, but also to you and the United Nations, and on specific issues. Yesterday I addressed both of them. Today I want to talk to you in their names. Why me? First of all, I'm neutral, I'm a mother, I have been a teacher for more than 30 years, I have been on special missions for more than 25 years, I have been a teacher of anti-terror special forces, and I'm well known as an IS expert for more than 10 years. My part, also about my part in the Lebanon crisis, my master thesis, the United Nations in the course of time by examples of islands of Palau, the Golan Heights, and Israel-Palestine conflict. Why not a two-state solution, which lots of people in the region prefer? People are already leaving Israel. Israeli in the States and other parts of the world do not come back to Israel. They don't want any settlements anymore. People also wanted to address the UN as such, not only in the Israeli-Palestine conflict. Having been a special missions for a long time, a very long time, and very successful time, and as a profile and IS expert, I can assure you that the UN has been failing more and more over the past 20 years. Too ignorant, too arrogant, only nice words, events and papers is not enough. You have to have the proper legal basis. You have to have the right people at the right position, at the right time. You have to have the right attitude. The UN has to be neutral. The UN has to reach a point again like after World War II. Being neutral, and for those who cannot speak for themselves, prevent conflict and war, and assist if there is one, as a neutral party, and provide a short-term as well as a long-term solution. The proper legal basis. If the decisions making take too long, too much time, because of the increased number of member states, well, then after all those years and the conflicts burning, adopt them, the right person at the right position at the right time with the right attitude. 2 titles and experience is not enough. It never was. The most important factor is the right personality and attitude. You employed rapists, criminals, to protect the most vulnerable people in the world, the women and the children. You assigned people to sensible issues that only thought on their own product, PR. I, as a special forces and a well-known profiler, tell you that you employed the wrong people for sure. The UN listened to guys lying right into their faces that copied other people's work and presented that at the UN as their own. Western countries using mafia methods to keep a mouth shut, threatening locals like Hitler did, cutting their income, making people work for nothing, making it impossible for locals to get education and jobs in favor of refugees. No wonder that racism increases. And then be invited to the UN, New York, and get awarded. That is crazy. The UN should still be the last authority people can address to, and a neutral legal body for everybody. If you present yourself as a lawyer for female human rights in Davos, Switzerland, and actually you only represent Muslim females, then this is not right, because you create wrong basis. If you represent Muslim females, of course that's okay, but then you cannot present yourself as a lawyer for female rights, generally. If the victims are threatened like criminals, that's not right. If the victims are treated like criminals, that's not alright, that's not okay. If the Western government gets more and more into mafia methods, threatening their own people to speak out and or criticize and punish their own people for almost everything possible and impossible, whilst refugees and migrants can do what they want, no wonder the racists, radicals and criminals celebrate. You even draw the attention of IS to the country. Young smiling guys stirring up sleeping conflict at the Krim Island, for example, and Cyprus, just for PR purposes, are not helpful. We create even new conflicts like we have seen at the Crimea and in Syria. There was extremely high lack of background knowledge and seriousness. Involving Russia and Turkey in such a way was a major mistake. As a profiler and IS expert with 25 years of special missions experience additionally, I can assure you that you created another new old potential of violence and conflict instead of solving the situation in Syria. Also lined out many times before. Syria, there was a time when a military intervention was possible, but that was a long time ago. Part of my stabilization concept presented at the Austrian Chancellery and at the UN contained also Syrian and IS part in 2015. Warnings about the IS, taken serious, no attacks, not taken serious, of course there have been attacks, like Bataclan, Cologne, Berlin and Austria, proven many times before. As long as facts and knowledge are not wanted anymore, people have to suffer. As long as you put more efforts into papers and chairs, people suffer. As long as the human being does not count anymore, people will suffer. Those 10,635 people wanted to talk to you first about the Israeli-Palestine issue, but also asked me to talk to you about other issues mentioned. They want you, Mr. Gutierrez, and the UN just there to be there for safety, security, administration, and Mr. Netanyahu and Mr. Abbas should solve the problem by themselves. So there is only a 3-person solution, and the people are in the middle of the conflict. They are the main purpose. They are the main issue. They are the most important. This is what my point is. May God be with you. Herta Maria Tulisi, Ambassador for Peace in 2014 and 2016. Have a great day.